Too lazy. In the cut. In the cut.
How's everybody doing? What's going on, everybody?
Yeah, we was talking for no reason.
No, we good. Man, I'm super excited to be here. It's been an amazing weekend. I hope everybody's been doing well. And today we have some amazing friends that's gonna be on here and happen to be killing it right now in their perspective industry. And we know tonight we're gonna be talking about e-commerce and marketing. Really, the two guests that we're gonna have on. To no surprise, are from vegan Tingz, right? And super fan, right? We got a fan here as well.
Right.
Show me
The sea moss.
I'm a fan of these red ones. Just saying.
I don't know. I like the melons.
But
Melons.
what I will say is, I don't really try too many. I've tried a lot of vegan things, right? Vegan things and types of food, things like that. But like, I keep these gummies all day long. So, but we'll talk about that and how they were able to start this, this business and start this brand. For me, when I first met these individuals, it was through a previous company that we used to work with. A lot of you may or may not know their backstory, but you will hear from them today. One is my guy Ryan. Actually, I announced both of them because they are newly married, if I'm not mistaken. Congratulations to y'all. But Mr. and Mrs. Register, let me bring them to the stream. Let's go.
What's up, guys?
That was fun.
Hi guys, we decided
going
to
on?
stay on a laptop.
Nice.
Actually turned out a whole lot better.
Right.
The
It's
screen,
different.
this looks amazing.
Yeah,
Perfect. What's going on, y'all?
Just having some wine.
I was about to
Fancy?
say, first off,
Yeah.
we were speaking about how super excited
Yeah.
we are that you guys just decided to we came across you and you guys, put in the energy of like, yo, we want these guys on here. And we thought that was pretty cool because we knew you, like you were saying previously, before we started doing what we're doing now. And it's an honor, man. We really appreciate it. We really do.
And thank you so much for just thinking about us to have us on here. It's really an honor.
Yeah, no, listen, I wouldn't have, listen, first of all, we've been friends for a little while now. I remember when last time I met y'all. This was last time I met y'all. Last time we saw each other, I believe it was someone's party.
It gotta be someone's
We had a
party.
good time there. It was in the Bronx.
It was for Sam was
It was
having
was it the Airbnb?
We had a blast there.
Oh,
So,
that was cool.
We've had
With the
some good
arcade in the
times.
back?
Yeah, with the arcade. So, we've had some good times. We partied together. I've seen you through your journey, again with our previous meeting in our previous company. And you guys came a long way. Like your background, to my knowledge, was in e-commerce. I know you guys are great marketers. I knew that you guys had that in you. But for the people that don't know who Ryan and Rose are, and what you guys do, and kind of what led you, where you guys are at today, just let the people know, what it is, who you guys are.
Well, my name is Rose.
I'm Ryan. We are officially, since June 11th, the registers.
Yes.
And
okay.
Who are you, babe? Who are you?
Yeah. So I am Latina. Born and raised in the Bronx. And I come from extremely humble beginnings. Single parent household. My mom is Puerto Rican. My dad got deported to the Dominican Republic when I was probably like 9 years old. So I pretty much saw my mom do what she had to do to raise 3 girls on her own. I'm the youngest of 3. And just me being exposed to what I was as a child, it just made me feel like, I had to do something different. I had to figure out a way that was different from whatever everyone else was doing, because I didn't want those results. So since I was young, I will create clothing, and out of the clothes that I had, and I will redesign it and sell it. And I would sell books. Like, that entrepreneur spirit was in me since I was young. And and that pretty much that's where the entrepreneur journey started. I was probably like 7 when I started selling clothes. In middle school, I was selling candy, and not because the school told me that. I was buying candy outside and I was reselling it in school until they told me, Rose, you can't do that in school. But and then eventually I got 9 to 5. I had a few 9 to 5s, but I never was a person to stay at a 9 to 5. Why? Because I never got comfortable. And also it was just I never liked being told what to do. And so I got, we probably when I was like 18, 19 years old, I went to a presentation and I got introduced to network marketing. And I already had the entrepreneur spirit, but I just needed to learn what I did learn, which was skill and marketing and being able to sell. And I learned a lot of skills through network marketing, and we just brought that into Vegan Tingz. So we'll get more into how Vegan Tingz started, but I'm gonna let Ryan share his story.
That was awesome. Good job.
Thank you.
Fairly the same, but not so much. Single parent home. My dad didn't get deported, but he almost, I would like to say, aborted. No, I'm joking. But he just wasn't as present as, majority of households probably out here from where I'm from. And growing up in the household that I did, luckily enough, my mom was an overachiever. She didn't stop by any means necessary. She raised me correctly in a way where even if my father wasn't there the way he should have been, my mom stepped in as much as she could and filled in the blanks, as much blanks as she could. And I think that turned out pretty well. Obviously, I'm not perfect, but it got me to where I needed to go. It set my mind straight in the right direction. So right then and there, that's how it started. And then it's just been a whole bunch of trials and tribulations, learning experiences, ups and downs, learning from other people's mistakes, knowing not to do this, not to do that, do this. playing your cards right. You are dealt with the cards that you're dealt with since birth. So life's not fair, but life is for you because you're alive. So you just gotta play the cards that you're dealt. And I played my cards that I was dealt, and I ended up with this one right here. We just combined our mentalities together.
Yep.
We combined what we learned individually, and then came together and started to pick each other apart and build each other back up to where we were supposed to be. And it was just so perfect because we're not perfect. It was perfect the way it happened because I don't think I was ever going to run into anybody that was going to tear me down to bring me back up, vice versa. And I think it's a beautiful thing when God steps in and shows you that He's real and that He will do this if you allow Him to. So that's what this is for me. And I know she shares a lot of the same experiences.
Yeah.
So you guys both obviously you guys got the network marketing background. Did you work any other job before network marketing? Did you do anything else before network marketing?
I was doing for me when it came to jobs, just like my wife said, she couldn't work 9 to 5s. I couldn't either. I would do like door salesman. I was with this.
You built different, my man.
Yeah, I was with Amway before I went to the network marketing company that we met each other in. And I was 12 years old, and they told me to say a script, and I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna make my own script. And I made my own script. I just knew I was very persuasive with my words. And it wasn't a great start with that, but I got a lot of success from it. But it later down the line showed me that if I gear this skill into the right direction, it can lead to greatness.
Yeah.
So I would be door to door selling candy and stuff like that, and just like my wife, selling candy in school and stuff like that, and told no, you can't do that. And the only 9 to 5 that every time I applied to 9 to 5s, I tried. I just never got an email back, a call back. I'm like, I tried. It's not like I wouldn't have done it. I would have done it. But the only 9 to 5 that I ever worked was my mom's job, and that's a business that we built from scratch, from Georgia, from 2 kids to 30 kids to 60 kids to now a facility out here in Freeport. So very thankful and blessed for that. But yeah, that's the only 9 to 5, and ever since everything's been going on with us, we just been working for ourselves with Vegan Tingz.
Nice.
Super dope. Congratulations to y'all and everything y'all been doing, man. So let's get into it, man. Vegan Tingz, like how did that come about?
Well, so as you guys know, we were in a pandemic. The world shut down for like 3 years. But me personally, like I'm someone that I like to keep busy. So it was hard to stay still we had to stay indoors. Yeah. There was no going to restaurants. There was nothing. We couldn't do presentations like what we were used to. Mm-hmm. So, we were like, we had a conversation. We're like, what we're going to do with our free time? Like, there's so much, there's nothing to do, but we have to figure something out or we're going to go crazy just staying home all day.
We came up with a whole regime.
We came up with a whole regime. And I was just like, I'm going to make an Instagram and I'm going to post my meals, my vegan meals, and I'm just going to post the ingredients and stuff like that.
You guys were vegan? Sorry to cut you, but you guys were vegan before, obviously.
No.
You were starting.
Yeah, it was pescatarian, but I was more so majority of the meals that I cook are vegan.
Okay, cool.
So what she was making, we're not talking about now, but when all of that was happening, it was just straight vegan everything.
Yeah.
So when you go through a season of your life and you're just like, man, I'm done with all of this other stuff. Mm-hmm. That's what it was. And it just turned out it was a long time. So, everybody just associated with the name vegan. But it was just a lot of vegan meals that were just ham. I was basically the test guy.
Yeah.
You're still alive, bro.
Oh yeah. It was delicious, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So I started making the vegan meals, and I was just posting it. But it's crazy because God does things like this.
Mm-hmm.
He would just, you never know where God is gonna lead you. It just happens so naturally. And before I came up with the Instagram, I'm like, what? The name that just popped into my head was Vegan Tingz. Didn't know how, didn't really think about it. It was just a thought that was just bam. It came in my head, and I'm like, this is the name. So I came up with the name, made the Instagram, and I started to post vegan meals with the ingredients, how to's, and stuff like that. And I wasn't really focused on monetizing it. I wasn't really I wasn't even thinking about making money off of it. I wasn't thinking about growing the following. I wasn't thinking about all of those things. I was just doing it because I loved it. And crazy enough, a few months later, his best friend, Tamel, he asked for a meal prep. So I'm like, okay, I'm sure it's more money, you know? So I made the meal prep. He loved it. And then he asked for another one. So I'm like, okay, I'll make it for you. He's like, do you have a meal? What
He was like,
a
do you got a
menu?
menu?
Yeah, a menu. And I'm like, pause. We didn't respond. I made a menu through Canva, the app.
Right then and there.
Right then and there, I sent him the menu, and then I posted the menu on the Vegan Tingz Instagram, and over 50 people shared it.
Fire.
So through that, people started ordering plates, and then meal preps, and I was doing like 3-4 meal preps a day. And me with my spirit, I'm like, this is not something I want to do long term. I don't want to cook every single day. But the thought of making CMOS, because we were taking CMOS ourselves, I'm like, I'm gonna just throw this in there. But what's gonna separate me from everyone else? Because there's people that's selling CMOS, especially during COVID. What's gonna separate me? Flavors. I'm gonna do flavors, and that's what's gonna separate me from everyone else. And guess what? I'm gonna make it look cute at the same damn time. And that's what we did. And people started buying CMOS, and then we just started growing. We started growing, and the fact that I feel like the fact that people were actually consistently asking for more, that was just a confirmation that we were going towards the right direction.
Super dope. So safe to say you obviously, one, it was something that you was already doing with or without a money incentive. And this was a lifestyle you guys were already living.
Yeah.
So it just, you were just going with it, and obviously helping other people out too, because funny enough, when I had met Ashley, she was vegan as well. I don't know if it was a Boston thing or what it was. Everybody was just vegan that year. And
for a few years.
Shout out to the vegans, right?
I was vegan for a few years too, until I started eating fish.
That's what's up.
So
yeah. Yeah, I got hungry. I was like, I'll eat a fish. I'll eat a fish.
I know, and I realized, unless New York is a little bit different, but going to places to find vegan food is not like the easiest thing to find. You know what I'm saying? But in New York, yeah, it's a little bit easier.
New York is pretty easy. Yeah. Cali too.
Yeah, Cali.
Right.
Yeah, it's everywhere in Cali.
I mean,
bro.
now, yeah, it's different now. This was a few years back, right? So, now in your head, the hustler starts thinking, right? The hustler's like, all right, cool. Now we can make some money. But also, I'm sure the network marketing and seeing, passive income. Now it's like, how do we have this where we not actually working it, or some sort, something like that, right? At least that's what comes into my mind, right? Like, I'm thinking about shirts, like merchandise, right? How could I automate this so I don't have to stock up on merch and stuff like that? So so cool. So just to kind of just to backtrack though, so I'm starting my own. Let's just say I'm starting my own
e-commerce,
right? Let's just say I'm starting my own brand. Now, would you guys suggest doing something more brick and mortar, or going straight to like automating it and putting it up on the internet?
I feel like to put it in like very simple like format, I feel like when it comes to e-commerce, I feel like just figure out what you want to do, figure out what it is that you're gonna be like, yeah, I can do this. Oh yeah, I know about this. Find a way to put this into into a website or something, and just push it.
Yeah.
I don't want to like, because when we started, it wasn't all of this intelligence of brick and mortar or this or that or whatever. Literally, we was watching Shark Tank. We've been watching Shark Tank this whole week, right? They're like, just start, like start. And we've been hearing this in network marketing, and you'll only know what it looks like to start when you just start. So yeah. I wouldn't say which way to go or whatever the case may be. I think it's better off and safe to say that everybody has their own path. Yeah. Just start. When you start, you'll know which way to go, because you're like, yo, I'm hearing this information right now, and what business I'm starting right now looks better for me to go down this direction than here, because you can redirect somebody with certain information and make them go the wrong way because they're doing something totally different. So I feel like when you're starting a business, just start. Just start. That is the most crucial thing. Action.
I hear that.
For me, my response is a little bit different. I feel like e-commerce is the way, especially if you're a small business. If you're just starting off, you start as an e-commerce, and if you plan on doing a brick and mortar, you grow into that. But just going into brick and mortar off rip, I don't think that's like the best thing, especially during right now in the times that we're in. We're in 2022. Times are different. We're in a different world right now where everything is based online, and majority of sales in almost all industries come from online. So I feel like wisdom is watching that and being like, all right, cool, what's my niche? And then eventually you just throw it on there. But you pray about it, and I feel like doing it online first and then growing into a brick and mortar, if that's what you want to do, you grow into that. Because if you just jump into it, it's like a higher risk.
Mm-hmm.
No experience.
That's true. Right. So definitely e-commerce is less off of your hands. You don't have to put up the upfront capital to have a whole establishment and things like that. You're not worrying about, something, depending on how you do it, you might not have to worry about having inventory stocked up and things like that. Again, depending on how you do it. And that's, I know a lot of people are doing, trying to figure that lane out. Again, just for me, looking to sell like merchandise here at the barbershop, it's like, I'm trying to figure out, all right, cool. Just like Ryan said, right, there's really no cookie cutter way for, depending on what your business is, it's situational. But again, I'm trying to one of the main things I want to figure out is how to have it automated so I don't give myself another job.
That makes sense.
I think that's what, that's really what it comes down to. And a lot of people are realizing that, and they're figuring out like people are making a lot, whether it's a part-time income to a full-time income to a couple $1 million, selling e-commerce off Amazon,
someone's making money.
That. Question, if I may.
Yeah.
Are you referring to your barbershop? You want to figure out how to do something with barbershop, with like equipment or something like that, right?
Like, no, just like shirts, merch, short.
Okay, I was thinking like your blades. If you find a manufacturer, you don't even have to sell the blades like yourself. Right. You find that manufacturer and they pay through the manufacturer. The manufacturer probably just get a little percentage or probably no percentage, and they just get what you're paying for the the blades. Find a nice set of blades and you push that into the market of the social media world.
Yeah,
now you're just selling blades.
Yeah, and you can throw in a subscription in that, because people always have to renew their blades, and you could throw in a subscription. They have a subscription box.
Shields for the you can make designable shields for the blades.
Yeah. No, I see you on it.
Like, come on now.
Yeah,
He's on it
I
and
love it.
everything.
And you know, you posted on TikTok or
Push
social
that.
media, and you showing people that you do shape ups, but how you're doing shape ups,
Yeah, you be doing fire shape
and
ups.
then
All you gotta do is, hey, you know, do the zoom, you know, in the beginning of the video, and then show the shape up after. They're like, yo, I need this case over my blades. It makes my hair look like that.
yeah.
This is entrepreneur talk right here. This is
Oh,
big
heck
business
yeah.
talk right here. Live in the cut. So hold on real quick. Shout out to everybody on YouTube that is tuning in live. Drop a like, drop a share. You know, get your friends and family on here. We talking about e-commerce and marketing with our good friends at Vegan Things. And you know, not only are there people tuning in live, I know there's gonna be hundreds of people watching this in the future. Anyone that's interested to open up their own e-commerce store, this is the, if you are really listening to the gems that are being dropped right now, like just the last minute alone, there was a lot said right there on how to break down e-commerce. But walk me through your first
3 months.
You're not even your first 3 months, like your first week of like, you know, like of I guess, you know, so now you have the name, you have the brand, you got the logo.
Word.
Right. Shout out to you got your logo from Jasmina too, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Jasmina at Jazz Paints, killing it with the. She's doing every logo I see now is
It
like
serves.
Jasmina doing
Right.
it. She's killing it. But so now you have a niche, you have now you have a product in particular, which is CMOS. Now you have, you know, you're creating your audience off of social media and, you know, your network that you gained, and you've already got that hustler, you know, mindset. You know, you want to work for yourself. You know, walk me through what's your next process of how you opened up, you know, and got the site going and things like that. She's like, damn, it's been a while.
Yeah, I do remember. It's just there's a lot of steps in that. So
Okay, well, I mean, you don't got to go into detail, but definitely, like, you know, so now I have my product, I know I want to sell CMOS, right? Now I know how to get it on a website. Like, what are my options, right? Or do I have to make, you know, you make your domain, things like that, right?
yeah. So it was fun. It was fun. I just Googled everything. If you're a true entrepreneur, like most entrepreneurs, especially in the beginning phases, you don't know what the hell you're doing. I never made a website before. I mean, I did make a website, but it wasn't an official website. I was probably like 18. But I Googled the best places to make domains. I found Shopify, and I made my website through there, and you know, through trial and error, you know what's pretty, you know what works for you. I know, you know, this, you know, you don't want to have too much on your website because you don't want to distract people from purchasing.
Yep.
You know, so just doing it, you know, I figured out everything else on the way.
Got you. So, because again, like a lot of people, you know, at least for me, if I'm thinking about, you know, what my next step is, right? I have my logo, I have the product that I want, I have the market I want to reach. Most people, one of like my biggest things to figure out was marketing was the logo, right? Like and like you said, you know, you had to get it all nice, make it look pretty. Like this is a fire logo. When you gave me the stickers to this,
Yeah.
I can get it to the
Yeah.
camera.
I appreciate it so much.
I probably gotta fix my camera, but long story short, I mean, you know,
Yeah, the gummies were the game changer though.
game changer.
Yeah, gummies was it didn't matter. That was
I'm
it.
gonna be real.
Once we made the gummies, bro, we was on it.
I didn't see nobody else doing it at the.
That's what I'm saying. That was a game changer
It
for
was
me.
very like
And
So
that's
that-
what I mean. Look, this is the thing. If you're open enough to change, if you're open enough, the thing is when you're on a path to create a life for yourself, you have a end result in mind. It may not come the way that you think it's gonna come or happen the way you think it's gonna happen, but the thing is you have to be open to change and adjustment. That's the thing. Most people are closed off to any change, are closed off to any adjustment, and they want to get that end result by doing what they're doing. But Leaders adjust. Real entrepreneurs adjust and they figure it out. And I feel like the fact that I was open is the main reason why so many ideas and things started to just flow. It wasn't, did not feel forced. It did not feel like, oh my gosh, this is like my brain hurts to create and design. Like it just happens so smoothly. These ideas just come. And that can happen for anybody if you're just open to it.
I mean, what made you thought of the gummies? Like, you know what? From the jars to the like flavored jars, right? To the then boom, just turn it into gummies.
I just wanted to make myself different from everyone else. That's just something that I always had in mind. And I knew like when it comes to a business, if you're growing a brand, you have to learn how to, you know, evolve and just like what's the word? What's the term? That
Elevate,
not elevate, but like
differentiate,
just re like
restructure.
Reinvent.
yeah,
Reevaluate.
reinvent, and like always have something new going on because people get bored. So I'm like, what's gonna separate me from everyone else even more? Because I started seeing other people do flavors now. So I'm like, what's gonna separate me even more? Gummies. Not everybody is fond of sea moss, but I want to
That
make
was
it
it.
a way where everyone can take sea moss. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, but there's an option for everyone. We're that vegan things. You don't have to be vegan to do vegan things. You don't have to be healthy 100% to do vegan things. You just come as you are, and we meet you where you're at, and eventually you grow on your health journey. And we're just happy to be a part of that.
Just
No matter
start.
what level you're at.
Big V's up. Big V's
Big
in the chat.
V's,
Big V's in the chat.
So now so you make it so you got the website up like you said. What how was it like when you made your first sale?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I took a picture. You remember?
Yeah. So you can.
Nah, go for it.
That
babe.
was
I like hearing
it
you
was
talk.
like when we got our first. So we got our first sale like before we got the website. Before we got the website, we got our first sale. But when we got our first sale on the website, and if you have Shopify, you get a notification and there's like a buzz. When I got that notification and that buzz, I was so excited. I'm like, I just needed that to know that one
It
by
works.
one by one. I do this a million times, I make $1 million. If I could do one, that means I could do 1 million.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that someone is choosing me and investing in us and our vision and what we're doing is just it. That's all I need. That's all we needed to know that we can grow this.
That was the battery right there.
Confirmation.
So
Yeah.
you made your first sale. I'm sure what maybe through friends, family, someone in your network, and then you get the first sale on the site. Well, I do recall y'all posting about some of y'all biggest days, biggest weeks, or biggest months like that, or like how much you guys made in sales. I think the number it was like a double digit double
It was actually
digits in the
crazy.
thousands, right?
Yeah, it was actually crazy when that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, we I took her out to this nice seafood restaurant to just celebrate her 10K month, and from there it was like what, a week or a month or 1 month. I don't even know. Everything just happened so fast, but it was like bang, hit the 10K month, then it was like bink, nah, 10K is too little. Then it started going and going and going.
So wait, so you made how long did it take you to make to hit that point?
A year.
A year. Wow. So
year.
and then from there, and that's that my mentality is like, wow, where could this even go? But it took you 11 a whole 12 months to get there. What I'm sure the first 11 months might have looked a little bit different. Talk me through how that goes on a day-to-day basis. As far as operations go.
Yeah, so the could you be I be feeling you looking at me like you want to say something.
Yeah.
But you feel free, babe.
I know.
So the first 12 months, so it was just straight hustle. It was straight promotion, straight marketing, straight like posting every day. I believe in consistently posting. consistently building your audience and posting not like, you know, obviously you start paying, like as you grow and you're building your brand on social media, you start to pay attention to the analytics, pay attention to who's watching your stuff, what kind of people, you know, where they're tuning in from. You pay attention to your audience in a way where you're seeing what kind of posts they're liking, or they're liking stuff that I post when it comes to recipes, how to use the sea moss, or the benefits of sea moss, and you see what your audience likes. And you know, the first year was incredible because even though it was our first year, we made like over $40,000, which is not bad for
Nah, shout out
That's
to
great.
40,000. That's what's up.
right?
From
And
your house.
and you know, doing pop-up shops, constantly talking to everybody about your business. You know, never
Are y'all
being-
still doing pop-ups?
we haven't had time.
So
But
it's automatic now.
we're gonna start again because
huge. Something really huge is coming soon.
yeah,
That's
so
all we'll say.
the grind don't stop. When we have the time, which is we're gonna make some time because we just wanna connect with people.
Yeah.
You know, we wanna connect with people, and also we believe in giving back. We believe in like just bringing people with you, whether it's with finances or whether it's with knowledge. You know, because I know that's what helped us. And now, you know, so okay, so like probably in March, you know, I consistently was posting, and I wasn't really taking TikTok serious the way I am now, the way I understand it now. And you know, I'm like, okay, I saw someone that bought CMOS from me. She started her own CMOS business, and she told me about it, and I was like, that's awesome. And I had my 10K month, and then the next month she had a 15K month, 14K month. And I'm like, girl, what are you doing? You started your business a little after me. You're doing flavors. Like you got the, you know, what are you doing that's different from what I'm doing? She's like, I'm on TikTok. I don't even post on Instagram like that. And I'm like, noted. Put it in my head. So I did a video. I went on TikTok. I did my homework. I saw people in the same niche as me, as us. And I saw what they were doing. I saw what the audience was liking, and I'm like, I'm gonna do a video similar to this, but in my way. So I did a video, simple video of me pouring sea moss in a jar with facts on sea moss. That video, when I posted it, I was getting my toes done in the nail salon. I would never forget this day. Did not expect this. That video goes viral. We go out to eat that night, and I'm like, babe, I think I'm going viral right now. I think I'm going viral because I see bing, 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 followers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, we're going viral. And then I wake up the next day, we're still going viral. And then sales start going crazy. I put the video.
So, not to cut you, but at this point, who's working? Who's like working with y'all?
We're by ourselves.
Okay.
By ourselves 100%. And so I post another video. It goes viral. So at this point, we're getting like 100,000 views, 2 million views, 300,000 views, viral. And then we went from 6,000 followers on TikTok to now over 100,000 followers on TikTok.
TikTok is a gold mine. Still is.
We went from, should I say the number?
Yeah.
Okay. We went from,
No.
okay. I'm not it, but our life changed because of TikTok. It changed because of TikTok, and now, you know, it's like we right now we actually still work by ourselves. We haven't found a location. We still work from home.
So
I wanted to tap into what you had said earlier, just for anybody who's going to come across this. posting every day is important for the simple fact that it doesn't matter about the likes and all that other stuff. You're building a portfolio.
Yeah.
It's basically like any photographer that starts out and their photography starts from here and it goes to there. It shows progress from here to there. It's the belief. So that's all I wanted to add in because I felt like that was crucial.
Yeah, and also that's the truth right there. And also you're just putting the energy out there. With life, in order to be blessed, you have to show. We believe in God, 100%. So we talk about God proudly because of what we know and what He's done in our lives. But you gotta show God that you really want it. You gotta show God that you're serious. You gotta show God that with or without the confirmation of people, with or without the approval of people, you believe in Him before you believe in that.
Mm-hmm.
And consistently posting, consistently showing up, consistently putting the energy out there. Energy investors never wasted. It's gonna come back. So people see the results now, and they're gonna continue to see all these amazing results. But it's because of the 10 years of, for me personally, busting my ASS, doing network marketing, doing presentations, staying up to 3, 4, 5 a.m. Getting no's after no's, not getting results, not seeing nothing.
Yep.
Not seeing what I believed in my mind, what I deserved at that time. But it's never in your time. It's always in God's time. And that's what's happening now.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
man,
it's
big facts.
It's booming.
Was it? They didn't believe in us.
Yeah, but God did.
Man,
God, they didn't believe in us. God did. You didn't see that yet?
No.
It's DJ Khaled. You know how he be.
You gotta make it real. We'll make it real with that too. I'm sure. So you're on TikTok. TikTok changes the game.
TikTok.
I also follow. You guys are good, really good with influencer marketing. I see my guys, Justin on there. With your products, I see like so many different people. Talk about influencer marketing. How has that helped you, or how did that come into the picture? Was it an idea that just popped up, or were they really hitting? Like how did that come into the mix?
Talk about the courses.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna answer his question first. So yeah, it was a course. Yeah, so I believe in investing in yourself. 1000%. You gotta invest in your mind so your mind can fill up your pockets, or however the saying goes. But I took a course. It's called Founder course. If you guys want to look it up. And it was I paid $1,000 for it, and it was just how to build e-commerce from so many different steps. And she spoke on influencer marketing. And thankfully enough, I know Justin through World Ventures, the business that we was affiliated with a few years ago. And I reached out to him and we spoke numbers, and we helped each other. And he's great at what he does, and I'm great at what we do. But yeah, we're great. We're great at what we do, so we teamed up, and he's awesome.
No, that was fine.
Because of me working with him, I had a few other influencers reach out to me. They wanted to partner up too, so we've been working with those influencers. And it's just you got to be open to connecting with people, and no matter where they're at in their following, you just never know who someone's gonna be. And that's the thing. You don't respect and treat someone based off of what they can bring to you now. You treat them like you don't know where they'll be tomorrow. So because of that, we've been able to have actual friendships and relationships with the influencers that we're working with.
Yo, shout out Just.
Yeah,
Just
and Ashley,
his soon-to-be wife.
Yeah.
Just to make that happen, brother.
Yeah.
He is super hilarious, awesome dude, great energy, and does not act like his following. Like he has a million followers and all of that stuff. And before we had all of this stuff that we have now, he was FaceTime calls, just talking and having good
Just
conversation.
invested.
Yeah, just like
Shout out to my guy Justin, man. He's that
yeah,
guy.
really cool dude. So yeah, just pay attention to that because none of this stuff changes who we are inside. Don't
Yeah.
allow it to, really.
Yeah.
Don't allow it to, because as soon as you do, that's when you start to lose it all or lose yourself.
Yeah.
You pick, you choose. Either you're gonna lose it all or lose yourself. Both of those are crucial to your livelihood.
Yeah, and
Both of those.
and also when it comes to choosing influencers, you don't just choose anybody.
Yeah.
You choose someone, and you is a negotiation.
Yep.
You have to understand their numbers, because there's a lot of people that have followers that don't get their traction or their likes and their what's the word?
Their engagement.
Yeah, their engagement doesn't match their following. So you have to pay attention to that before even working with someone or reaching out to someone. And also
Makes
before you
sense.
reach out to someone, you like their stuff,
Right.
actually look through their stuff and actually see what you like about them genuinely.
Yeah, I was going to say,
you don't just
don't fake like.
yeah.
Like
People sense that. People sense that. If you want to build something long term, especially with someone, you gotta actually be genuine with them and build something with them. And make sure that they're matching what they do and what they promote complements your business.
Yep.
I love that.
I'm not gonna have someone work with an influencer if all they're posting is just like something like just I don't even know what's the term, like if they're posting like
if it's not in alignment with you.
Yeah, like you
Not in the same beliefs.
aware of that. A lot of people get hype on someone's following and they just say yes and they pay them or they work out some type of
Well,
negotiation.
it's just not working.
Yeah, and
Because
it's
that's
just
not the niche.
that's just
Right.
you're gonna be losing money or you're just gonna get frustrated.
Mm.
You have to be wise and you have to take your time. Do not rush things.
Man, shout out to the YouTube. I see you guys on the check-in. Make sure you drop a like. We've been on here for a little under an hour. So anyone that's tuning in on here, again, make sure you drop a like, drop a share, and subscribe on YouTube. But talk about this real quick, because e-commerce is automated. It's it's making life easier for us. In the times that we're in right now, and it's been a booming industry. Not to mention what it does for the trucking industry. For everything that needs to be shipped. That's a whole nother topic. But what are as many things that are good about being into the industry. I like to talk about this as well. I'm sure there's some things that get on your nerves. There's some or there's some cons like that you got to deal with. Talk about that. For someone that's getting involved, that's like, man, I could get up sell things online. I don't even got to touch it, or maybe I don't have to open up a brick and mortar store. Like, what is that person might run into that they don't know yet? That I'm sure you have been through.
Oh, what, you about to point to me?
Oh, I don't know.
I handle adversity really well. Like when it comes to, we both handle adversity really well. But when it comes to social media, I don't really care. I don't care. Like what Bron said. Like, I'm gonna just be honest. I probably reached that level when I was young because I got bullied so much. I was like, I don't really care. It's working. So why am I even about to listen to the little bit of y'all that's saying something that's not helping me?
Huh.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, you stay over there, Grumpy. That's how I see it. That's how I look at it. So I'm gonna let you comment. That's the end of mine.
Yeah, so it's been very interesting. So I've learned a lot. We've learned a lot. Growing at the pace that we've grown, yes, we've grown in numbers, but negativity comes with that. There's haters along, like aside from the lovers, the people that love us, there's those haters. And being a human, sometimes and being a business owner, when you're invested in something and you're passionate about something and someone talks down on it or tries to destroy it, I mean, it's gonna come with it. it comes with the territory. You know, there's not everyone's gonna love you.
They say if you're not having any haters, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah,
Exactly. So,
facts.
we in March since March we've gotten so many orders. We were back ordered for a long time. We were getting thousands of orders a day. A day. We were getting thousands of orders, more than we were prepared for. And we had the inventory, but we didn't have the workers. We weren't physically ready. We had a NutriBullet, a tiny NutriBullet, and we had to make thousands of orders, like
One NutriBullet.
one NutriBullet, and we had to make thousands of orders. So it wasn't humanly possible. But me being a brand new business owner and not understanding everything, I didn't understand like to pause. I didn't understand like I did not know we didn't know what we were doing. We just knew we didn't want to take our foot off the gas. We're gonna put stuff up for back order. We had some stuff out of stock, but the customers were like, "Put it back order, put it pre-order," and then it just
What
Just
I
kept
will
going.
what I will say now,
crazy.
yeah, before I don't think anybody's ready for a lot
No.
of traction. Like when that traction comes, you're like surprised. You're like, oh snap, yo, what's
You just
happening?
never know when.
When it's happening, you're like, all right, let's do it, right? But
Yeah.
then you have to understand there has to be a system put
Yeah.
in place. If you don't have a system, you have a structure, it's gonna be like all over the place. You're gonna be losing inventory. You're gonna be forgetful of a lot of things.
You lose track.
Things wrong.
Yeah.
So this is just the understanding that I know somebody watching is going to blow up. Somebody is going to
Yeah.
blow up.
Receive
And
that.
we're just telling you right now, be prepared to blow up in a way where it's like you have a structure as if you had 50 employees.
Yeah.
You work that structure and you work it well, because when you start telling somebody else what to do when you do it, I mean when you're hiring somebody to do it,
Yeah.
they can't tell you anything. You know the system already. You know what needs to be done. You know how it needs to be done. You know what percentage. You know all of this. When you know all of that and you've been working it already with that mentality before the 50 employees came,
Automatic.
or you're like, you go here and you work this, and this is your only job.
Yeah.
You go here, you work that, because it's not going to work efficiently if I don't have you here. It's not going to work efficiently if I don't have you there. That's it. If you work it at like structure, that's it.
And also, one thing I'm gonna say is that don't be that person that waits though. Don't be that person that is just preparing to the point where you paralyze yourself and you're never ready. You just do it and you figure it out, because even though we had to figure out a lot, and we're still figuring a lot out. There's a business established. There's a business that's consistently growing that we have now, and we're learning. And the people that are real, the real supporters are going to be there regardless. It's going to work out regardless, because honestly, like it's like having a baby. You always think you're ready. You always think you're ready. There's a lot of people that want to wait until they're ready, but you're never really ready. You'll always hear parents say that, like you're never really ready. But when you have a baby, you figure out how to be a parent.
Yeah, get ready now.
And when you have the second baby, you're still figuring it out, but you're better the second time because of all of the mistakes you made with the first one. And that's how it is with a business. You're not, you're like, you never know when the hell you're gonna go viral. You just put the energy out there, because who knows if going viral is 20 sales today and 20,000 tomorrow. It's just you learn as you go. But when you do it, have a great intention and learn from every mistake, and just make it a duty, make it a priority to be better tomorrow.
Also, I don't want to just keep adding on, but I think this is just
You good, brother? You
Just
good.
keep going.
The viral is not for everybody. There's people, remember, before TikTok, people were blowing up in their business without being viral.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want people to be discouraged. Like, you gotta go viral, because you don't. Your business will thrive with or without TikTok. But we're just telling you, TikTok is something that's gonna blow up your bit. It has the potential to take your business to new heights. But you also have the potential to take your business to new heights.
Yeah.
Without all of that other stuff, if you just believe and you just
Yeah.
put the work in behind it. So, with
Mhm.
that being said, just I wanted to add that in there so you don't think that you gotta go viral, because you don't. Just we was gonna make it happen regardless. That's how you need to think.
Yeah.
We was gonna make it happen with or without TikTok.
Yeah.
That's how
Let's
you
stay locked in, baby.
facts.
Although what I will say though is I do love the fact that y'all document everything, like how you document, your first sale and your 10K month. Like, I think documenting is such a huge part of the process, because like even myself, just looking back at what my first month here looked like, and now at month 7, it's like
That's nice.
I can't
That's
even
cool.
believe it. I can't even believe it.
You inspired me tonight, believe it or not.
Oh man, I appreciate you, man. This is
Yeah,
why
man.
we here.
Do it. This
You
is why
live
we
in the cut. So real quick, what I like to end these things off. Not that I'm cutting it right now, but I do like to, towards the end of these segments, I like to give a chance for the people that's tuning in to ask any sort of questions regarding regarding anything that we spoke about today. Really, if they have questions for you, you guys got some time for some questions?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So listen, if anybody in that's on right now, that's tapping in live with us, if you guys got questions, anything that we spoke on tonight, feel free. This is your time. You can ask about it, because you are talking to people that are not just spitting game. They are in the trenches. They're in the game. So they really doing this. So if you're on your route to open up your own e-commerce, your own e-commerce business, this is the time. So but before I let y'all, the mass, while we wait for some questions, actually, I do have one or two more that I'm really curious about. Like, what's the process of it getting this, made and shipped? Like, are you? Because I remember you mentioned the NutriBullet. That's obviously for the meal prepping purposes, I'm sure. Or is that y'all making
Yeah, y'all made this out of NutriBullet. I'm buying one tomorrow. Is that what's going on?
So no, we have a
So
manufacturer.
yeah. So we started off making them like
Mhm.
I remember when I ordered like the gummy shape from Amazon and all the ingredients and stuff, but it was just way too tedious just to make 20 gummies. I'm like, this taking like
20 gummies to take a whole day. That's
so we partnered up with a manufacturer and we have them made by the best people. And yeah, that's how that.
You find a manufacturer.
I'm sorry.
How do you find a manufacturer?
You gotta do.
YouTube.
You gotta just do your research. Do your research and just you have to do your research and you have to figure out who's good for you.
Yeah.
Ask the right questions. Figure out what's the right questions.
Right.
Yeah, that's deep right there, though. Hold on. Stop right there. Figure out what's the right question.
Yep.
You ever heard a millionaire say, I was done speaking to somebody because he was asking questions that wasn't going to get them anywhere?
All the time.
You got to know the right questions to ask somebody. You can ask a million questions, but they don't mean nothing sometimes. But you got to ask the right ones that you're milking the person. You're milking, with that one question, you just milk them.
Yeah, right. And if a question intimidates or a question makes someone feel uncomfortable and that they're not the right person. You're partnering up with someone for long term. You're partnering up with people that you're investing in.
Yep.
So you want to feel comfortable with who you're doing business with, and also have a backup person too.
I like that. I like that a lot.
To be real.
I'm assuming this is Justine, but she says they're asking, what is your favorite product for Vegan Tingz?
What's your favorite product?
The type of dude I am, I like the gel. I could take the this is why I like the gel.
Put me on.
The gel is super, super, super amazing for you because you're getting it right from the source. It's the most potent form that you can get it in. You can use it as a face mask. I guarantee this is what happened for me. Like, I look up so many things of what CMOS can help with. Like, if I probably have a foot pain or just random stuff that you may have happened to you. I look it up and I'm like, is sea moss good for this? And the crazy thing about it is always saying yes. So I'm like, why not get it in its most purest form? Why
I've
not?
been running
Why
fast.
not? That's my mindset. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yo, ain't nothing stopping me from getting this. I'm gonna take it whether I like the taste or not.
Yeah.
And honestly, I do like the taste. So I might just be different than other people.
Yeah.
It
With
is
the non-flavor ones,
close. They are, huh?
the non-flavor ones, you like that one?
Yeah, that's
You
me. That's
you
me all the
win.
way. That's
I
me all
bet.
the way.
So, but you mentioned the gel. Are you doing the face mask thing, or you
Yeah,
eating
we
the
be doing
gel?
the
Like,
face mask. Of course, it's called nature's Botox. It's the most natural form of natural way of basically feeling like it's a Botox. It
okay.
Oh, I'm trying
tightens your
that
face up.
tonight.
Keep it on there for 15 to 20 minutes. You wash it off. Your face
Yeah.
feels like a newborn baby's body. Come on now. You know, I know you know how soft that is.
If you see the gel sales boost up, just let
That's
you know.
exactly.
Let us know. Jay Santiago says, when are y'all dropping a new flavor?
So we are dropping on. You had a preview of the new flavor right there.
This one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yo,
watermelon.
this is fire.
We haven't
Yeah.
dropped it yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
what?
drop
But
that.
how many of these can I eat?
Two a day.
1 or 2.
What if I eat 4?
You're not gonna die, but
You're not gonna die.
They
But
just not
All
gonna
right, we're good. Then
long.
we're good. This is so good, I can eat the whole thing.
If you eat
They're like
four-
gummy
if you
bears.
eat 4 days,
they
you gonna
really are
run out of them
delicious.
sooner.
So we're dropping new. We're doing tests. We're testing out a new flavor sea moss.
Mm-hmm.
We're rebranding. We're working on the rebranding. We have new labels coming in, so we have a new flavor sea moss dropping next week. We have the gummies, the new flavor gummies that are dropping probably next week or the week after. We're just figuring that out right now, and it's all gonna happen next week. We just had to catch up on all orders, so our shipping is going back to normal next week. And we're gonna have our new flavors dropping, so I'm excited. I'm really excited
Yeah,
because
word. I gotta try this flavor.
we
This
worked our
flavor is
asses
fire.
off to catch up on orders and
I
just
bet.
to get back to regular shipping, so we can drop all these new things that we have been working on and been going back and forth with so many our partners.
Literal blood, sweat, and tears. Literal
Blood, sweat, and
blood,
tears.
sweat, and tears has gone into this business.
Yeah.
That's
Literal
what makes it better.
facts.
I'll take this last one. Carlos says, would you prefer sea moss or gummies?
Well,
Gel.
you like the gel too, Rose?
Gel.
Yeah, the gummies are like candy, but the sea
Oh yeah, that's why I said if I
It
eat
has
4.
the
Yeah.
benefits.
it has
It
the
still has the
benefits.
rocking benefits. It's just not as potent.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna eat it with the gel. I have the gel too.
You can do
Okay,
that.
you can do that.
We good.
Yeah, you ain't doing yourself a disservice.
That's
At the end
probably
of the
why
day,
I don't feel
you know
I
what I'm
don't feel
saying?
pain on my knees anymore. That's probably what it is.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's
I
what's
don't know.
up, man.
I don't realize. I'm just eating these.
CMOS helps with joint support.
Yep.
I'm
So-
Oh,
sure.
and I'm healing.
So
Oh man, we're in
The
good
thing is
shape.
when you're sick or there's something lacking in your body is because you're missing minerals.
Mhm.
You're
What-
missing minerals. So if you have a migraine, if you have a pain or something like that, is because your body's lacking minerals.
Oh, I'm not taking Tylenol anymore.
I would
To
would
be
not.
honest,
I would
we
not.
not the type of family that believes in
Yeah,
medicine.
Yeah. So
but this is it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and CMOS contains 92 out of 102
So
minerals.
what's the math?
So yeah. So it can help. I can't say it will help, but it can help in those ways.
Now, why you can't say just because I got to be that person?
Yeah.
Why you can't say that it will help?
I think it will.
Yeah.
I believe in it.
But business, and we have to be mindful of the words we choose.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's just going to
I
set the
hear you.
perspective. You know what I'm
I hear
saying?
you.
But understand what we are selling.
We
is
can't
important.
make those type of statements without lab results, without it being a proven fact.
Right, and it's part of the journey too.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're even aware about stuff like that.
Because I hear in commercials all the time. Like, wait, what?
This is so.
I got you. I got you. I
That's
got
a
you.
whole
I
nother
got
industry.
you. I understood what you said.
This is a
Yeah.
whole nother.
There we go. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
You know.
You can't make any claim.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You know, I'm just speaking in the language you know.
Verbiage. So
Put that back.
this is what I wanted to do. You know, because everybody's been amazing on here. We got a bunch of people on the check-in. You know, make sure you drop a like, make sure you drop a share, subscribe to the YouTube. For everybody that's on here that hasn't followed Vegan Tingz, follow them on Instagram. If you haven't followed the podcast Live in the Cut, follow us at live.inthecut on Instagram.
At vegan.tingz.
Vegan
with a Z.
Z, not S, Z. And on TikTok at vegan Tingz only.
Vegan
the
Tingz
only
only. Perfect. Is it one word?
Yes.
Okay, got you.
On Instagram is vegan.tingz. What is it?
Yeah, I got you. It should show on the bottom left here somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got your back. Let's you know, again, we've been here a little bit over an hour now, so let's leave it at, you know, let's cut, you know, unless P, you got anything that you wanted to add?
Good. I already know I'm taking this.
This is what I would say, because a lot of people, obviously, especially in the chat, we love, you know, they love the CMOS brand, they love the Vegan Tingz brand. What would you, you know, leave the people with this, right? What would you say to, what would you guys say to yourselves when, you know, you say you've been doing this for a year, right? Or 2? A year.
About to be 2.
About to be year 2. Mm-hmm. What would you say to yourselves in day 1, starting all of this over, but you had all of this knowledge? Like, what's, now that you have 2 years of experience, what are the first things you get in order? Or what would you, you know, would it be a mindset thing? Would it be something that's like, oh, okay, first I'm gonna get a logo, then I'm gonna get my website, and you know, what would you tell yourselves if you had to rerun this back from day 1 with the experience and the knowledge that you guys got now?
I already got mine. If I was able to go from the future back to the past, right?
Yeah.
I'd be like,
yeah,
keep going. It worked. No, I'm joking, but I'm gonna let you go first.
I would just tell myself, relax. You're gonna be okay. Things are gonna work out. Don't take life too serious in a way where you're losing hair. Like, just chill and just allow things to happen how they're supposed to happen, and just know you're gonna be taken care of. That's what I tell myself.
Stay in your lane.
I would tell myself,
it worked.
Yeah, that and structure. I think structure is the most important part. One of the most important parts. Because if you don't have, I'm not saying prep and not work. I mean, prepare and work like you have all of these employees, you know? Because when you do that, when all of that traction does come, and when stuff starts to happen and you get a big investor or whatever the case may be, you're going to be prepared to go to the next level way faster. You're going to be prepared to move that bulk of everything in every which way to the next level way faster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's another level after where you're at, where we're at right now. We have so many levels to get to. Yeah. We're not done. This is barely the beginning. Barely the beginning. So that's what I would say, structure, because you have to know what you're doing next. You have to know.
I love that. I appreciate y'all for your time that's been on here.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I see y'all videos. I'm sure y'all could be packing boxes or something productive, you know, right now.
Get my next order up, right?
You know? But listen, I can attest. I've been taking the gummies since y'all first started. I've been a fan since day 1, so I appreciate y'all. Keep running it up, and I hope to run this back on your 100K day or $1 million day, and we could talk about that journey as well.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it, and Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
We'll talk
y'all.
soon. Everybody that's on here. Love.
Appreciate everyone.
Yo, before we
Peace.
In
go,
the
Love
before we
cut.
get in here, we want to say we appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. This was not time wasted. This was invested time.
Yeah.
And we appreciate it. We wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So we pray and hope that you guys go super far in this, and that the traction builds up before you guys know it, and that you guys are prepared.
And also, any
Facts.
way you guys need help and any other thing, just hit us up.
Facts.
Oh yeah, we
We
gonna
need
connect
to
for
help each
sure.
other.
We gonna
You
connect
got
for
you.
sure.
Yep.
And you know, one is we gotta link up sooner than later. We go out, maybe have some dinner, something like that.
Yeah.
And what I will say is, let us know when those new flavors is coming out so we could try them. Because we on it.
Yeah, I already
No
got a
problem.
preview of one. You
Make
tasted
sure
those
you're
yet?
subscribed.
Oh, I'm on it.
Right.
We on it.
You tasted that one yet, Josh?
This
I haven't
one?
tasted this
This
green
one
one.
is
We about to tap
lit.
in.
This one's lit.
Yeah, Josh.
Have
You,
Jive
I'm
taste
stuck
one.
on. I'm still stuck on.
Yeah, the kids love this one.
you gotta taste it. You gotta taste the taste of the future real quick.
I got you. I'm about to try this right
Yeah,
now.
this is it.
Let me
Wait,
see one of
can
those.
we
Matter of
see
fact,
Bro.
I haven't taken mine today.
Well, look, they still fresh. They're not even open
Oh,
yet.
yeah, yeah.
Open. Now that they're open.
Wow.
They open. All right, now I'm eating one of these. So
Take two.
hold on.
I'm gonna eat 4.
Oh, this is like a fruit
Yeah,
roll-up.
bro. This is delicious.
They're like a fruit roll up. That's what I'm talking about.
This is
Mm,
slim.
delicious.
Okay,
You just smacking, dog.
and it's like an ASMR.
Well,
This is amazing. It's like a,
I told you, bro.
make an ASMR.
It's not even funny.
Yes, sir.
So, listen, appreciate y'all.
Appreciate
Been
it.
live in the cut with V
Yep.
and Tingz.
Oh yeah.
Appreciate y'all. Everybody that's tuning in. We'll catch you guys next week with our next episode, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
I see ya next week.
Big
Tap
V's.